What's up, everybody? Today's a big day. It's kind of windy, so bear with me, but today's the day I get to show my most recent purchase. You're watching Roman's Autos, and this is Roman. I'm Roman, believe it or not. Roman's Autos, it's a working title, but we're gonna keep it for now. There it is. The newest addition to the fleet. It's a 2008 Chevy Corvette C6. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. I just picked this thing up recently, maybe about a few weeks ago, give or take. This here is going to be the 2008 C6 Corvette. This particular one is equipped with the LS3, which is a 6.2 liter V8. It's got a 6-speed manual. Power going to the back. All Corvettes do, but you know, in case people aren't aware with Corvettes, this generation they've produced, it's called the C6. It's the 6th generation of Corvette. They produced it from 2005 all the way up to 2013. This one, being that it's the 08, is the first year that they had the LS3. The 05, 6, and 7s have an LS2. This one's a 6.2, those are 6.0s. This one has better breathing heads, and for the most part, if you're gonna buy a C6, do yourself a favor and get the LS3. Now the LS3, the LS2 is good, but the LS3 is the one that you wanna get. It just has way more modifications. It starts off with an extra 20 or so horsepower, which you're thinking like, what's 20 horsepower? Sure, it's not a ton, but when you're considering the fact that with the naturally aspirated car, 20 horsepower is a full exhaust and an intake. So if you're already starting at that higher end 430 horsepower versus like the 410, your exhaust and your intake will now give you 20 more, so you're at 450. Now this one, this pretty thing is a little more unique because not only does it have an intake and an exhaust and all the other fun stuff, this bad boy has a cam. Let me show you what I mean. Right there, baby. Listen to that cam. Wow. Nothing screams American muscle like a big cam, and this car has the right one. It's a Texas Speed Stage 3 cam. Just so you know, Stages doesn't really mean anything. It just tells you like more aggressive than that one, but there's no real like what is Stage 3, you know. But this one has 1 7/8 headers. It's got a cold air intake, and it's got this is the good part and the bad part. This thing has a 3-inch exhaust all the way back, which is great. It sounds good, but it's no cats, no resonators, no mufflers, nothing. So it smells, when you drive it, it smells like you were working on a lawnmower. You just come out smelling like a go-kart because no cats. And at 2,000 RPMs, this thing has one of the craziest resonating hums I've ever heard. I'm wearing Bluetooth earbuds. That's not because I'm taking phone calls, it's because they're my ear protection. I can't drive this thing without them. It's just too damn loud. And I have a handheld sound decibel meter, so I'll show you guys that. Right now it's fine, you can talk, it's not like crazy. I love that sound. I'll never get over that sound. All Corvettes have this clamshell except for the C8, haha. But yeah, all Corvettes have a clamshell hood, one of the iconic like Corvette features. And it's a target top, so that roof, you can just pull the panel off and it becomes a convertible. It's also one of the iconic Corvette things they've done for a very long time. Yes, I know, you want to hear it. Give me a sec. I'll give you a picture of a puppy. Not just any puppy, this is a picture of my puppy. Can't find this on the internet anywhere, so hey, that's gotta be worth something. The car's bass, it's just so much bass that it rattles like your inner ear. It's hard to explain. And I asked the previous owner, how loud is the car, when he told me it was a 3-inch straight pipe. I'm probably yelling. How loud is the car? And he's like, oh, it's loud, but it's not that loud. I'm like, okay, it's not that loud, you know? Homie, this guy works for the military and he fires artillery pieces all day long. So like those little howitzers and stuff, So yeah, to him this is peaceful because his job is 10 times louder. But I was like, oh my God. So I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna put some exhaust on it, some mufflers and some cats. When? It's on the to-do list. I'm not exactly sure when, but... Can't be too careful with these things, I'll tell you what. One more for the road. Always choose the same road and stick with it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I can't grab third. I'll have to figure it out. Now the problem is, as much fun as this car is, I do like to be part of a community. Kid's all excited about a Cam Corvette. So whenever I pass people walking or on a bike, I always put it in neutral. I try to be quiet. On a side note, kids love a cammed Corvette. Because once again, their TikToks are always showing them cammed Corvettes and stuff. So they're like, oh, that kid, he just pointed and he was telling me to rev it. Which is fun. It's fun when kids are excited about stuff you're excited about. You know what I mean? On a side note, if you want to get women, don't bother. Corvette's not it. Go get a convertible Mustang because they're gonna love it. if you're into not into women but the other side of that, get a Cam Corvette because the amount of guys that'll approach and be like, yo dog, is that an LS3? Yeah. Oh, can I go for a ride? Hell yeah, hop in buddy. This car will get you there. But isn't that all sports cars? Women don't care about sports cars. Some women care. If you want to get women, get yourself a nice, beautiful, classic Volkswagen Beetle from the 70s. They're going to love it. Ah, that is a stop sign, sir. But yeah, this car puts a smile on my face all day, every day. Now, funny enough, this car, if you actually drive it like normal, is very fuel efficient. Because it has so much power. It has more than enough power that if you're in 6th gear, it'll idle at 40 miles an hour. So you can just be in 6th gear and cruise down the road no problem at like 800 RPMs. At 6th gear on the highway going 65, it's like 900 RPMs. So it's nothing. So funny enough, if you try, you can get this car to achieve like 35 miles per gallon, which is pretty nuts. So when you buy one, you can tell your wife, hey babe, it's economical. The price of gas is so high, I had to get something good on gas to drive to work. Park your big truck, drive a 2-seater lightweight Corvette, and save some cash. This car has a 285 tire, which hard to explain, but what that means is the tire is pretty narrow. It needs like a 305 or a 315. But because it's such a narrow tire, it's very fun. The car just dances the whole time, you know? A Supra! A Supra! I gotta stop. I'm gonna get myself into trouble. Back to normal mode. Put the traction control back on. Take a breath. Oh. I love this side of town, man. Everything's just fast and wild. It's the best place to live. I'm a strong believer that the Corvette, when it comes to a sports car, it nails being a sports car. You got good enough performance, highly moddable. Anything you want to do to this car, people have done it before, and it can do it. You got a manual, which is important to me. I'm not going to buy a sports car. It's not a manual. Why even bother? So it's got the manual, the big V8, two-seater, power going to the back. It's perfect. You can ruin it with the loud-ass exhaust, but that's fixable, luckily. The point is, what I was gonna say is that for most people, if you want a sports car, the Corvette's gonna be hard to beat, especially for the money. The C6s have come down. I don't think they're gonna get any cheaper. Like, this is the floor. I bought this C6 with the LS3 motor, 90,000 miles. I almost don't want to tell anybody because they're not gonna believe me. Running and driving, everything's fine with this car. I paid $17,500. $17,500. You can barely get a Honda Civic for that kind of money nowadays. Yeah, the car's 19 years old, of course, but that's why it's $17,500. The horsepower is still there. The modability is all still there. For the money, this car, I don't think can be beat. I genuinely don't think it can be beat. Because, I mean, $17,500 gets you a 5.0 Mustang. That's cool, but it's a Mustang. Look, I love Mustangs. They have their place, but there's a million Mustangs. There's like a quarter as many Corvettes. And as a side note, I learned this when I got my first Corvette. I was 21 years old. So what I was saying is that this is the second Corvette I owned. I got my first Corvette when I was 21 years old. And funny enough, a Corvette is cheaper to insure than a Mustang. And you think, how's that possible? Especially when, in most cases, Corvettes are worth more than a Mustang. If you do a 2014 versus a 2014 or whatever. The reason is, Corvette owners don't crash. I know, I hear you. I spoke to a lot of insurance agents and they asked me a very good question. So I was like, how is it possible that, I was looking at two cars at the time, a Mustang GT and a Corvette, and they were similar priced, you know, and the Corvette, the insurance on the Mustang was like an extra $150 a month. I was 21, so it was like $300 or some stupid amount. And the Corvette was like reasonable. It was like 140, and I was like, maybe it was even less than that. But I was like, how is it possible this is so much cheaper? And they told me a very good point. They said, when was the last time you saw a crashed Corvette on the side of the road? You never see crashed Corvettes. You see a lot of crashed Mustangs, but you never see crashed Corvettes. So yeah, does it happen? Of course, people crash these things every now and then, but the grand majority of Corvettes sit in a garage. They have an old dude who likes to drive it on the weekends. You know, especially Corvette guys, they're like, oh, my car's never seen the rain. Like, whatever. But with that mentality, you're not putting miles on the car. So yeah, they don't crash. And so you get really cheap insurance rates. So something to keep in mind, if you're gonna go for a GT Mustang, you might wanna go for a few older, couple of years older Corvette. Get a better car. It just is. Shut up. It's a better car. Get a better car and save some insurance money as well. The only problem is, yeah, it's definitely straight up a two-seater. So, I mean, but you can't cam a Mustang like you can cam a Corvette. You can cam a Mustang, but nobody seems to do it because those quad overheads or whatever it is now, but this is where it's at, guys. C6 Corvette, get them while they're cheap because they're gonna start going up soon. I'm telling you, $17,500 for this car, insane. Insane. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Adios, amigos.